Hello and welcome back to my Samurai Jack Retrospective. I'm your host, That Minnesotan Guy. We've reached the end of Season 4, everybody. Unlike before, I won't be giving the usual opening for when I close a season because this episode has a certain level of significance. For a long time, this was the final episode of Samurai Jack before Season 5 ever happened. As the former final episode, you would think that it would be great, right? Unfortunately, this is not the case. To me, this is the weakest episode of Samurai Jack's original run. To clarify, this is not the worst thing ever made. It's not even the worst thing put to screen. But this episode just left many of us hanging with little to no closure. Due to this, I will be speeding through this one. The reason for why I'm doing this is because I just don't really care for this episode that much. Fortunately, this will be a short and quick review, so you won't have to watch for long. Now let's conclude the original run of Samurai Jack with episode 52, Jack and the Baby.
We open this episode with Jack collecting peaches. He then hears the cries of a child and runs to find a baby tied up and being prepared to get eaten by ogres.
The episode has some kind of fascination with peaches and ogres. Anyone who has seen this episode knows that. Granted, peaches are healthy for you. I could use some myself. The ogres, though, have me wondering about something. Is Genndy Tartakovsky a Shrek fan? Remember, people, Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Jack escapes with the baby and the ogres give chase. Jack manages to stop the cries of the baby by bonking his head on a branch, and the ogres depart.
I want everyone to know that the cries of the baby are very annoying. It's like someone scraping styrofoam together. Not very pleasant, I can assure you. Also, remember how the rave episode had some annoying crying? Well, this episode cranks that to a higher level.
Jack asks several people if they know the parents, but none of them do. Wait, those creatures are in the intro of the show. Jack then stops for the night and tells the baby an old tale that he remembers.
The old tale that Jack tells is quite lengthy, so I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it.
The tale of Momotaro goes like this. Two people wanted a child, but couldn't have one, so they were given one in a peach.
See what I mean by this episode's fascination with peaches?
The child was named Momotaro, and he decided one day to rid the town of the ogres. He gained allies in the form of a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant. Together, they defeat the ogres, reclaim the treasure, and everyone is happy.
I probably didn't give the story the justice it deserves, but remember, I'm trying to speed through this episode as fast as I can. Also, see what I mean by this episode's fascination with ogres?
Jack then gets milk for the baby. He attempts to get milk from a deer, an opossum, and then an indricatheer.
Aku really did build Jurassic Park. That pteranodon from the Swamp Wizard episode has some interesting company.
Jack fights another bounty hunter. Same old deal as before. A battle happens, and then Jack defeats the bounty hunter. The baby then grows sick due to the rainfall.
At least the common cold will keep him quiet.
Jack tends to the baby in a cave, and then figures out that the baby wants to go home to his mother. Jack returns, and the ogres find him. Protecting the baby, Jack defeats all of the ogres, one of which he manages to defeat with a football.
So the ogres have a weakness for football? If Shrek finds out about this, he's in great danger.
Jack returns the baby to his family, and we see that the baby has achieved Sakai, the spirit of the samurai. Wacha!
So that was Jack and the baby. I'm sorry if you're not pleased. I just don't care for this episode that much. Hey, I did it! I've reviewed the original run of Samurai Jack. Ha 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 ha! Oh, yes! Now it's time for the big event. Yes, my friends, the time has come. The review of Season 5 is upon us. Join me next time for the longest and most epic review that I have to offer.